Welcome to the Crypto Show right here in Las Vegas, 2019 WCC Blockchain Week, coin agendas, Litecoin summits, and I think there was some EOS stuff going on downstairs, and then the ever popular Money 2020 down the street with our friends from the Federal Reserve, stealing your money since 1913. Anyway, here we are with Kenn. I forget your name again. Bosak.
How goes it?
I wasn't going to. You remember what I did to you in Arizona?
Yes, I do.
And I apologize to you for that, and I won't even repeat it. I thought it was funny, but
it was really funny.
My humor gets away from me sometimes. And we have Nick from the Divi Project, who we've had on before, and I got to say thank you so much for coming down to Acapulco and doing what you did, working with Nexus Kids. I was at a Nexus Kids fundraiser the other night, and I think they raised like $32,000 or something.
Wow, that is incredible.
So that's we're going to be going. Are you going back down there?
100%. Yeah.
All right, and I've got some free coding and stuff from Jason King's Blockchain University to line those kids up with. So we get some computers going.
Yeah.
We're gonna sign them up for the university so that they can learn how to code and do blockchain.
Love it.
So what's the SEC going to do when a 5-year-old starts their own ICO and raises $4 million?
Well, you know, I was in Wyoming a week or so ago, and I was getting schooled on the SEC by a 13-year-old. So I'm sure a 5-year-old can hold his own.
Oh, yeah,
13-year-old might be working at the SEC next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Know more than they do about Bitcoin.
100%.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of this conference this year?
I mean, honestly, I'd have to say it's underappreciated as opposed to last year. Last year was really big, maybe for the wrong reasons, but this year everything seems to be for the right reasons, but underappreciated, I think, is the sentiment of this event for me. There might have been too much in too little time, like you said. Money 2020, Coin Agenda, Litecoin Summit, IQ Trade. I mean, there was so much. There was even a hackathon happening.
Yeah.
EOS.
I didn't even know there was a hackathon.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So there was a lot happening, but I don't think there was enough people here to really appreciate all the effort that the Evolve team went into organizing this blockchain week in Vegas.
Awesome. So what do you see the state of Bitcoin right now?
Oh, we're at mass awareness, not mass adoption, but we have the masses awareness, the mass interest. We have hit that peak. We're at that point of mass interest where I could ask any Uber driver and they're like, I've been meaning to get into that. You know, nobody hasn't heard of it anymore. Everybody's heard of it. We're at that awareness level and interest level now. So I'm waiting to see what they do now that the ball's in their court where they understand it. The masses understand, they know what it is. It's in their Cash App. It's in this, it's in that. See where they go from here.
Let me see if I can remember this right. Nick Sapanaro, right? Did I get it right?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
That's fantastic.
Woo!
My God.
As much weed as I don't smoke, and I can still remember this guy's name. That's fucking awesome. So, Nick, we're with the state of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. How is the Divi Project faring right now?
We've definitely come out of the crypto winter more successful, I think, than a lot of our competitors. And that's just thanks to...
Yeah, I had frostbite myself.
Yeah, it was not easy. You know, we definitely ran into some hard times there. Even came close to the end probably at one point. But thanks to the power of community, we're able to pull out and actually start thriving.
I know you guys were focused as being a masternode service at one point. Did the winter make you scale it back and trim the fat and streamline into a better product, or what do you think?
Yeah, we were looking at doing the Masternode as a service thing, and we still might further down the road. But as we started to see the price war that was going on with some of the competition, it seems like a race to the bottom. It doesn't seem like it's really worth it as far as our business model is concerned. That's why we're focused on, building out a suite of financial services that makes sense for people. We purchased a remittances company in Costa Rica. So now we can offer a whole slew of, bank account numbers, debit cards, fiat on and off ramp, and things that really make sense for our economy, and then start building out for other coins.
So how does that fit? Are you going to have a card for Divi? Or
Yeah, we'll have a debit card. That'll be ready here soon in the next few weeks. You can sign up on our site now, and it'll all be available within our mobile app that will be coming out next year.
Oh, mobile app.
That's right.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Things have definitely improved and changed.
New stuff, new direction. Streamline. Awesome. Tell me about the app. What's going to be in the app?
Yeah, so, as I said, we'll have, of course, you'll have your one-click masternodes and your staking right from your mobile wallet. But you also be able to purchase and sell Bitcoin and Divi to U.S. dollars. Because we have these money transmitter licenses through our bank partner, we're able to basically become an exchange all within the wallet, as well as, of course, offer those debit cards and a couple of other financial services like bank
would
accounts.
it be possible to just hold Bitcoin and use the card, or would you have to use the
100%.
offer? Okay.
Awesome. So you're not so myopic that you're going to kick Bitcoin out because it's.
Definitely not. No, there's no one coin to rule them all here. No.
Oh man, dude, it's just crazy. Everybody thinks that their coin is so great, and the
Bitcoin's
transaction fees, blah blah blah. Yeah, really. Well, ask any ATM operator how much of their volume is anything other than Bitcoin. It's like 1% for all of the rest combined, and about half of that is Litecoin. So all the rest that are just fighting over that partial scrap, they're not any good. Like they badger you got to put my coin on your ATM, and then they never show up to use it.
Of course, it comes down to adoption. Exposure only goes as far as you're willing to market that exposure. It's.
They have a meetup. They go to some pizza place where there's an ATM. Look, our coin's on there, and then they don't do anything. They don't buy it. They don't sell it. It's like,
Bitcoin's lucky to be bought, let alone your shitcoin.
Oh, dude, none on the ATMs, man. That shit's moving, boy. The romance scam has got it. It's got it going.
I got 4 ATMs now in Philly at different vape shops. I think like when I go into different businesses and talk about crypto, a lot of the ones they're mostly interested are like dispensaries, vape shops, tattoo parlors. I actually got a Dash ATM at a tattoo parlor where I got my Dash tattoo.
Oh, cool.
So you're right. People are definitely buying from the ATMs.
From Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, yeah, man.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, awesome.
Shout out to Brian, dude. That dude's
awesome. He ran the back end on the ATM that I carried around in my motorhome all the time.
Yeah, that was his.
Yeah, cool. I just deployed that very ATM in Arizona.
Did you see the world's
It's going to only have Bitcoin
ATM?
on it. It's a Dash ATM that won't have Dash. It'll only have Bitcoin.
Did you see the world's first ATM, Bitcoin ATM over there by Volt Logic? It's literally the first one that does cash and crypto in one machine.
Oh yeah, it's so it's
That's
two.
Awesome.
It's an ATM plus a BTM.
Right.
And
it's a kiosk. You can pay your phone bill.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
can pay your phone bill.
That's what we need is more of these like hybrid approaches.
Hybrid, exactly. Yeah, we don't need one or the other.
Exactly.
We only accept Visa here, no Master. Did you ever see a business say no MasterCard, only Visa?
Right. It doesn't
ever?
make sense.
Well, I've seen them not take American
Express
is
is
probably the only
5%
one.
transaction fees.
It's higher than Bitcoin.
way higher than Bitcoin.
So, how have you been doing, Ken?
I've
I know
been
you had a little bit of a rough time there for a while. So did I.
Yeah.
Man, I'm right there
no
with you.
No rain, no rainbows, right?
Yeah. But now?
I'm on the other side of the rainbow, living in a pot of gold at these events. I love getting out of my comfort zone and into the conference circuit.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is my antidepressant. This is my family reunion. This is so uplifting to see these people still here. Like I said, Divi survives one of the worst winters crypto has seen, and a lot of these projects have. And to see that like is just moving to me. Like seriously, like a lot of projects came and went, and I mean raised millions of dollars and just exited. And a lot of these projects struggled through the winter to get to where they're at today. And we're here, in my opinion, this is a renaissance. We're celebrating our success here.
Yeah.
If you look back at Comic-Con, right? Comic-Con was in a pretty crappy little conference hall initially with all nerds just hanging around talking about comic books. Now it's on multiple sides of the country, multiple times a year, and it's massive. But it took how long to get to that point? I feel like we're at the early Comic-Con stages as far as these conferences go. You know
You're in the Cosmopolitan, beautiful 5-star. We're at the bottom of where we're going to be. We're still working on.
Imagine where we will end up,
Exactly.
Does it get better than this in
Vegas?
Vegas?
It's definitely going to get better than this.
No, I mean in Vegas, as far as hotels.
This
is like one of the
best.
It is
Right?
one of the nicest ones.
Nice. This year's
Bellagio's pretty nice too.
No, I haven't even been in the Bellagio.
You haven't seen the Bellagio water show?
I don't think. Oh, I've seen the water show, but I don't think I've ever actually gone in the hotel. Except I've been in the drive-through, and then just kept going somewhere.
The Bellagio
else,
was the first casino I was escorted out because I didn't have my ID and they thought I was homeless. I left all my stuff in my room and I went outside to smoke a joint because you can't smoke in the casino.
Right. Yeah.
And I tried to get back in. And they were like, "ID, sir, ID." I had to go. I had to call my friends from the lobby desk to have them come down and get me because they were like, "You're not staying here, are you?" Like,
What's
great.
with that? You can't smoke weed in the casino, but you can smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I think in Vegas they don't want to mix the two, right? So they don't want you to, I guess, be like overindulging. I don't know what the real reasoning.
They'll
or
serve you
rhyme
free
is.
drinks
State
all day,
law.
though.
Right.
I'm sure it's state law, something to do with it being illegal in other states, or some garbage. The same reason why they can't take your bank card or something like that. A lot of them can, but I'm sure it's
Laws seem so
the
arbitrary.
first cannabis casino will be booming.
Oh yeah.
First casino that lets you smoke cannabis in it.
Yeah.
I was in Colorado.
I can see a bunch of stoners playing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, it's Go Fish. Yeah, Go Fish, not blackjack for
it's
sure.
a fucking Go Fish casino, right?
Playing solitaire.
Dude.
Yeah, just playing solitaire by yourself.
Fucking dude, you got any twos?
That's great.
Yeah.
No, man, these events are awesome, man. I'm doing great. I was at the bar till 3 a.m. with Charles Hoskins. Like, how often does that happen to people? I got to talk to him about his time in Japan, and I didn't know this, but his birthday is only a couple days after mine. So he's my Scorpio brother.
Oh, cool.
And that's why I like these events. I get to hang out with people.
Without pimping your own project, and I'll get this from both of you. What's the most exciting project out there, you think? I mean, other coin. Yeah, I mean, besides Divi, what would you see out there? What do you think is pretty interesting?
Casper Labs.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Yeah, I'm a huge Ethereum fan. I've been invested in Ethereum since pretty much they launched, and to see what Casper's doing to sort of hurdle or leapfrog Ethereum and basically implementing all of the scalability and ETH 2.0 features that we're looking for. That's really intriguing to me, and I'm excited to see where they go.
Do we need 100 different Ethereum clones?
No, we definitely don't.
Yeah, we need as many as we need.
We need solid Ethereum clones. If it takes 100 to get to one good one, then so be it.
Exactly. That's why I say we need as many as we can get until we get the one.
I talked to one the other day. I'm probably not going to name him, but he was like really negative on Ethereum, and I just don't get that's why I left Dash, was because I don't really get off on a project being negative.
Well, how do you think Bill Gates feels about Apple OS?
Yeah, but you don't see them doing that. You don't see them out. You don't see them running a commercial or have a news agency that has their name on it.
Not yet. Wait till Apple Coin.
Yeah,
Windows token.
Yeah, but Microsoft bailed Apple out back in the day.
Yeah,
remember? So I think the big companies understand free market competition is important to their success, and I think good crypto projects should support the same thing within this space. Frankly, if we don't support each other, the bear market will last forever. Mm-hmm. We have to work together, otherwise we're never going to grow.
Yeah. No, we should beat the shit out of each other and never attack Visa or MasterCard or JP Morgan or any of those, because they're the good guys.
So we're going to have a crypto conference with a Royal Rumble with all the CEOs of companies. Just whoever wins gets a Bitcoin.
So why with Facebook putting out Calibra, why are they not over here? Calibra, whatever the hell it's called. But they were at Money 2020. They had their own little room and everything.
Well, they're only getting pushed. Their investors are the ones getting a lot of pushback from the government, right? They can't really technically be stopped, but their investors can be disincentivized, right? And can be flexed upon by the government that doesn't want competition in their currency industry. So that's really what we're seeing. And Korea's like, bring it.
I thought
bring it.
Let's go black helicopter. I thought that either one or the other was just to distract you from, because just before the announcement of Calibra, you had Mark Zuckerberg on the carpet about people's data, and then like a fucking week later we got Calibra. Now he's the good guy. All of a sudden, look, oh my God, the government is picking on him, and before he was the evil fucker that was stealing all of our data.
Yeah, no, it still is. Yeah, I was just gonna say, it still is, man. But if you think about it, it's pretty ironic. Libra, Gemini dollar, Winklevoss, Zuckerberg. Yeah, Mark cannot buy one Bitcoin without increasing the profits of the Winklevoss twins exponentially. So he has to create his own coin. He can't, even if he bought the same amount of Bitcoin that the Winklevoss own, He's
Oh,
only going
yeah.
to make them richer, more richer
What
than
about
him.
what about the idea that Libra was just a conversation starter? I feel like most of the big technologies that have come out recently, like Uber, even going back to like Skype,
Yeah.
these technologies didn't wait for the government to say, "Oh, you can do that." They just did it. So
Yeah.
I feel like whether Libra is a real thing or not, it at least started that conversation. Now the government has to take cryptocurrency seriously.
Well, I mean, I don't know these numbers for sure, but Alex Mashinsky is telling me yesterday that Facebook has 2.7 billion users. So yeah, if a platform with that many users it suddenly is letting everyone know that there's crypto to use, yeah, I think that's good for everybody across
That's
the
an
board.
overall
Samsung
plus.
building Bitcoin wallets into every Samsung phone by default. HTC building a full node into their phones by default. They have millions of people that use those products.
God, how would a full node work in a phone?
Not
I'd have
for
to ask
long.
HTC. Yeah, I would have to ask HTC.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how that lasts.
On the charger only, most likely.
I think they said it was cloud-based this, that, and the third, but I don't know. You're right. How that's gonna
I have a
last.
full node in my motorhome, and I've tried running it on my Wi-Fi, and it just it couldn't keep up really. It was by the time I plug it in, I go somewhere and I set it up again. I was like, fuck this shit. It's never gonna reload the blockchain.
No, yeah, it might actually, like you said, be have to plug it in for it to actually do something.
Yeah.
It's a cool, again, all these things are just awareness building, whether they're really intending to have full nodes on everyone's phones or just introduce people to the idea of what a full node is.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, it works for us.
Hey, look at Engine, man. Like what they're doing with the gaming and with Samsung and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of potential happening in the mainstream industry where it's like what we've always wanted. Blockchain's kind of being put on the underside. We're not highlighting it. We're just using it. And that's like a lot of these technology companies are just starting to use it. They're not starting to throw it in our face or make it the first thing we engage with. You don't have to download none or back up your keys. Just open your phone and start using it. If Samsung makes it that easy, if Bitcoin hits PayPal ease of use, that's what we need. That's the mass adoption tool that we really need, is that ease of use, really. But we're at that mass awareness, and people are just thirsty for knowledge.
See, speaking of ease of use, you were telling me about the booth two rows over, man.
That spending thing. It's spend, but they put the damn end on the wrong side of the D, so it's hard to say.
Spedden?
Spedden.
It's hodl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if they're companies, this is a proof of concept. I think they're real companies that flex it. And it makes it the easiest. I live in Bitcoin, crypto. I use crypto every day, all day. It makes crypto easier than PayPal. Easier. I open my phone, I open the store that I'm at, and that's it.
I don't know what happened, but I've never been able to open a PayPal account. I keep trying, and I think my son was using, I don't know, eBay or something, and was selling Bitcoin, and the names got associated or something, and I've never been able to open a PayPal account. So.
Damn. Well, you don't need a username for Bitcoin or an email for Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with centralized payment methods, right? They can just censor you, ban you, disallow your ability to even transact.
Or extort small businesses with their high transaction fees because you don't do enough business every day. We're going to have to charge you more than the businesses that make more money than you. Does that make sense?
And make sure you pay your taxes on that too.
Yeah, exactly. So like to see an app like Spedden, you just open the app, you send Bitcoin to your Bitcoin wallet or Gemini dollar to your stablecoin wallet, and you go to Baskin Robbins, GameStop, wherever. You open up the store that you're in and you're given a QR code.
Yeah.
You don't have to scan anything. You show that QR code to the register, they scan it, you paid, and you walk out. I bought a bunch of stuff at the Litecoin Summit at their booth, and I'm not kidding, and like soft flex, I got about 100 people to use that wallet to buy things at the booth because they were all confused because they were like, you're not scanning. They're scanning how is this working?
Right.
Awesome. And before we go, I want to let you guys go. I know you want to enjoy the conference and stuff, and I think that I think Nick had a long night too. He looked a little rough coming in. He was kind of reluctant to even come and sit down with us.
I saw him. I thought he was out there taking pictures, charging people $5 with the share bills.
Yeah, right. But what was the use case idea for you for Divi? I mean, when you thought up Divi, what made you think this is my idea, and this is why I think we need it?
Well, obviously the vision was to make crypto as easy and accessible as possible. But I think when you create an open blockchain, you can't have a specific idea in mind because the market's going to decide what that coin is for.
Mm-hmm.
What we're building around that open blockchain is, you know, like I said, we just brought a remittances company. So we actually have physical locations where people can now save on their remittance fees they're already spending by using cryptocurrency. That was a use case I never imagined would be realistic. And now it is happening. We're onboarding people to crypto without them ever going to an exchange or anything like that. Obviously, it's a transactional currency, but it's also programmable money, just like any other blockchain. So I'm excited to see what people do.
And you said this is based in Costa Rica, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your focus in Latin America right now? I mean, where are you going with that?
Yeah, we want to obviously expand. We're going to open 4 more locations in Costa Rica first. And we'll start to expand throughout Central and South America as well. But we've already had people like in Colorado even say, can we open a Redivi office here because we have a transient community that sends money back to Canada or back to, you know, Australia or wherever they are.
Santiago, Chile has, I think, 350,000 Venezuelans. So it's huge.
That's a huge spot
huge
too.
Community. Like 70%, I believe, of the entire country's population is in that one city alone.
Yeah.
So, and that's where they're pretty much congregated. And I think another good place, if you're looking at remittance or something, would be the border of Venezuela and Colombia.
Yeah.
Probably. I know when we were at Miami, remember, didn't we take an Uber together, or maybe it was me and another guy that took an Uber to your party?
Yeah.
Where we met at that party. And I rode with a Venezuelan, and he was telling me how he sent his money home. He would buy Colombian pesos and send them to Colombia, and then they would smuggle them in because along the border of Colombia in Venezuela, the Colombian peso is really strong. Where if you go further into Caracas and everything, it's actually the dollar.
That's crazy.
Yeah, where with the Venezuelan peso, they just like weave baskets and shit, or throw it in the street. They fill potholes and shit in the street with the money. Yeah.
They buy XRP with it.
No, they're not stupid. Oh, wait a minute. There I go bash. Well, okay. You can bash XRP. You get a free one. You get a free pass on XRP bashing. Where's your XRP tattoo?
It's on my ass.
Do you have a Ripple tattoo?
No, but I should have got one there, man. It's such a joke. Everybody always asks.
You should put it on your foreskin.
Oh,
so when you peel it back, look at there.
Oh my god.
Not gonna touch on that.
Yeah, the only people that would know is people on Exotica or whatever.
The problem is if a girl saw that and she is a crypto or a Bitcoiner, and that might be a deal breaker.
It probably would.
I mean, for me, if I was about to, and I saw that tattoo on, I
she
would
said,
probably get out of Dodge.
I'm canceling this transaction.
This hardware wallet is not for me. I'm getting my private keys out of here.
All right, guys, I'll let you go, man. It's good.
Thanks,
it's good seeing you again, both of you, actually. And Nick, I'm looking forward to meeting up with you again in Mexico and doing something cool with those kids.
Awesome,
man.
Hey, guys.